much, and we're going to start in the Idaho Today kitchen because we have a really great cause. Just three ladies hanging out here talking about our love of baking right here. This is Hadley. Nikki, however, is in camp when it comes to baking. However, we're here because we're going to be talking about how Nikki's going to show us how easy peasy it is to bake, regardless if you're in love with it or not, so you can give back to a great cause, right? And that's why Hadley's here today, because you're with a cause called Community Cakes. Tell us about Community Cakes, and then Nikki, I want you to tell us how you got involved. So tell us about Community Cakes, Hadley.
Yeah, Community Cakes gives cakes to people in our community that may otherwise be forgotten on their special day. We have volunteer bakers that bake the cakes, deliver to our recipients all throughout the Treasure Valley.
I love that. Okay, so we're baking love and giving it to them.
Yes.
All right. So Nikki, tell us how you got involved and why you're sharing this with everybody today.
Okay, so Hadley is a sorority sister of mine, and so she was talking about this, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm out. I don't bake. This is not
I'll make them a
me.
lasagna.
Yeah. I'm like, can I put a candle in a lasagna? Seriously. She's like, no.
You can do it.
She's like, you can do this. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And here's the reason why. You don't need the latest, greatest. You don't need all the fancy. And the biggest thing is she lets you start from a box and then
mixes.
she asks you to add just a few extra ingredients of love. So it's not just a box, but once she showed me how to do this with these very simple ingredients, we were able to create a cake that honestly, for me, this was a stretch, but it was so easy, you guys. And it was so affordable, and I went to Goodwill even, purchased this mixer for like $5 just to show how easy peasy this is.
Okay, and then so while you're kind of whipping up this cake here, Hadley, give us an idea of who would be receiving a cake.
Yeah, so we have partner organizations all throughout the Treasure Valley, a lot of assisted living facilities, hospice organizations. We partner with the Women and Children's Alliance. So sometimes we have the honor of a very first birthday cake, and then often we have a lot of last birthday cakes for a lot of individuals, again, all throughout the Treasure Valley. And then we have our volunteer bakers of all baking ability. You do not have to be a professional baker. All baking abilities are welcome. All ages are welcome to bake. We have a lot of youth bakers as well as older professional women and all kinds of walks of life.
I love it.
Enjoy baking and giving back to our community.
Yes, and maybe discovering a new love of baking if they've never tried it, right? Because I think all of us, really, I truly believe, all of us want to give back and help. It's just a part of human nature.
Yes.
Generosity is actually instilled in us when we're born. I truly believe that. But trying to find the way that you can give back can sometimes be a challenge, right? Because then we all start to self-doubt ourselves. Like Nikki doubted her baking ability. But now,
no doubt.
now Nikki realizes she's capable of doing this. And if she can, so can you, right? Because you make it easy peasy.
It is so easy peasy. So that's done, goes in here, bakes for, 25 minutes, $3.50, and then again, you just add these simple ingredients.
Go ahead and whip this up.
Do this? Yes. So we have our butter, we've got our cream cheese, a little bit of vanilla.
This is the most basic frosting. Anyone can do this.
I will say, incredibly delicious.
Yes, it is. And honestly, this is a recipe that I learned when I was young from my mom and my grandmother. I think, honestly, no joke, in the 5th grade, my grandmother, I think, showed me this.
So my mom,
for a cake I had to make for a cakewalk at school.
My mom was over last night, and I was going to just shove it all together. And she's like, no! She's like, do this first. So I love that, too. It can be generational, right? And you can participate all together.
Oh, what a good idea, too. Like you're saying, I mean, what if you made something with your kids and then you delivered it?
To give it.
Let's talk about the delivery process. So you make a cake, then what?
So the volunteer bakers, they create the cakes in their own home, and then they deliver them directly to the recipients at their facility or their office, wherever the recipient may be.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it really is such a nice way to give back.
So then you actually get to see part of who's going to enjoy this, right?
Yeah, you
and what that looks like.
Yeah, you can meet the recipients if you like, or you can choose to remain anonymous if you're feeling a little shy. That's okay too.
Oh, love this.
Yeah, the idea is just the gift of a cake, so the person is not forgotten. So many of our elderly in our community, they don't have family. They don't have a big party on their birthdays when they get older.
And I like the fact too that you mentioned sometimes it's first-time birthdays, right? With the Women and Children's Alliance, some mothers find themselves displaced
Yeah.
and a baby is born, or a baby grows up.
I know.
And they have their first birthday, and then
I know.
where's the celebration?
I know.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that makes you just want to
I know.
cry. And
I feel
just
like
got
our lives
goosebumps.
are crazy as it is, but you know we
Yes.
could do it. But then you figure out like someone is disheveled, displaced,
Yeah.
and they still want their kids to be able to have. And I just think that this is a beautiful thing that you
Easy peasy way to give back. Okay, so
Birthdays
people
are
want to
Yes.
participate, Hadley. Where do they go? Where do they learn information? How do they sign up?
Yeah, they can go to our website, communitycakes.org. We
Okay.
have all the information on there to become a baker, to become a partner. Yeah, all the information.
Excellent. Ladies, thank you so much.
you.
Great job,
Thank you so
Nikki.
much. So good to
Yes.
see you.
Yes, I love it.
Love it.
Easy peasy, you can do this. Yes, and make sure you check out Nikki at easypeasykitchen2.com. Everyone stick around. We have a lot more to come right here on Idaho Today right after the break.